Today we are revisiting the calendar and I am going to show you how to create personalized planning stickers to go inside your calendar. Let's get started. Hello everyone and welcome to Crafting with Delonda. It's me again, Delonda, and thank you so much for joining me today. In today's tutorial, we are using the Print Then Cut feature in Cricut Design Space in order to add some personalized stickers to the calendars that we have created. Now, I'm going to take you step by step through this process of kind of just adding some stickers. Now, if you didn't get a chance to see the calendar tutorial, I'll make sure it's linked below this video. I just used cardstock and my cinch and the file that I downloaded from Creative Fabrica to create this. The full process will be linked below this video. In this video, I am showing you how to just kind of add some stickers and add a little razzle dazzle to your calendar. At the end of this video, if you find it helpful, please remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the bell for notifications because I do upload new content every single week. Now, without further ado, let's look at the materials and dive right in. The materials I'm using for this tutorial include my Cricut Maker. I'm also going to be using a green standard grip mat. The calendar I already created. I have a link to this tutorial below the video. I'm using Ava vinyl sticker paper for inkjet printers. They also make this paper for laser jet printers. I'm also using my Canon MX470 printer, which is just a regular standard inkjet printer. Now let's head over to Cricut Design Space. I am in Cricut Design Space, and the first thing I'm going to do is come over here to the left side and grab a shape. I'll grab a square and just resize this square to match the size of my square. So the size of the squares in my calendar are 1.25. So I don't have very much space to work with. So I know that anything that can fit inside this square is acceptable for me to use on my calendar. All right, so now I have this. Let's change it to this lighter gray just so we can see how it's all going to look. I'll increase the view on my canvas so we can see everything very well. Now what I want to do is start to think of recurring things that I typically put on my calendar. So some of the things that I like to put on my calendar are my book club meetings. So I could just go over here to images and do a search for book club and see what options come up. So I can do something like this and just find any of these designs and see if there's something that I really, want to add, because my book club does have like a specific date that we meet every other month. So if I like this design, for example, I would just bring this down and I can make sure that it's going to fit nicely here in my calendar. I could change the color because this is a basic cut. It's all one layer. If I want to change the color, everything will change to the same color. Now, if I want to go with that, I can. And if I want to make this into a sticker, all I would need to do is go right here to the Create Sticker option. However, if you're not a Cricut Access member or you're not subscribed to Cricut Access and you don't have this feature for Create Sticker, all you will need to do is create an offset for this and make it a little bit smaller so it just pretty much hugs the design. So if you go down to like right at about 0.08 and let's click apply. Click apply again. That's perfectly fine. And I can change the color of the offset, to white or red or whatever color. You would select the books and the offset, and then you would just flatten this. All right. And then you bring it over here and make sure it still fits. It looks great. Now, what I'm planning to do instead of doing this is I am going to just add photo stickers for my book club. So because we meet every other month, I only need 6 stickers. So I'm going to click on upload. I'll go to upload image, browse, and I will navigate to the photo of the ladies in my book club. And I'm going to click continue, and let's see what it looks like if I remove the background. This is a Cricut Access feature. You really don't even have to remove the background because really I could just crop the photo. I think this is fine like this. Let's kind of make this a little bit bigger, and let's see. So if I want to get in there and remove more of the photo, I actually don't like it like this. Let me revert back to the photo, and I'm going to just keep it like this, and I'll click apply and continue. It doesn't bother me that there's a background on the photo because I'm going to slice it and make it smaller anyway. Okay, so it's coming in pretty big. I can just click right here on the width and change the size of the photo to 5. And then I can bring the view down just a little bit, and I can grab a square from over here and just put the square on top of us like this, and then slice the photo. So I have the photo and the square selected. I can click slice, and I can just slice out the photo. I can delete all of this stuff that I don't need anymore. And I can, let's grab this square and duplicate it. I'm over here in the layers panel. I'm going to duplicate this square, and I'll make sure that our photo fits right there on the square. Okay, so that's how I can personalize my calendar. So every time we have a book club meeting, I can just put this down for our meeting date. So I need to duplicate this because we have 6 meetings this year. So I'm going to click duplicate, 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 duplicate. So there's that. And that's an option. Okay, and these can be standalone stickers. It's fine. All right, so now the next thing I could also go right here to create sticker to make sure they're going to cut exactly how I want them to cut. If I want them to have a border, I can go over here and make sure they do have a border. Let's see what that looks like. Let's go to thin border, and let's do black. Let's click apply. I think that looks great. So for these, let me delete these, and I can duplicate this one. Okay. Got our 6. All right. So now then another thing that I want to add in is that we have Rockets games. So my husband and I are Houston Rockets season ticket holders, and we have a lot of Rockets games coming up. So I can go here and upload my design. I did get this design from Etsy. So I can just bring this down, and I don't even think this shop exists anymore. Okay, so I can make this smaller so it fits nicely on my square. And I think we have about 13 games left, so I would duplicate this 12 more times. Okay, I think that's plenty. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll assume that's plenty. Another thing that I want to add in is that my husband and I have date night, so I can click on upload, and I can just upload an image of us. Or so like here's like I could have used this for date night. I can use this for our anniversary. Let's click on this photo right here, and I can put this as a sticker for our anniversary. Not that I need to be reminded, but just in case I want to make my calendar as cute as can be, I can do that. So this is just going to be a photo sticker. I want to keep that background. I actually love that background. This is one of my favorite photos from our wedding day. I'm gonna let Cricut bring the photo in. Okay, now once again, coming up here to width, and I'm just going to change it to 5. And I'm going to just bring this all the way down to make sure it's going to fit nicely in here. Okay, that looks great. And I also need to make sure I can go here to create sticker, die cut. I do want to have a thin black border like that. That looks great. All right, did I make these into stickers? If I did not, I know that I want to. So let me delete these. Let's go to create sticker on these, die cut. Let's do a thin white border and click apply. And let's make sure they're still going to fit in there. Perfect. And now I can duplicate these. Okay. And another thing that I can do is, look here for date night. I can go over here to images and I can just do a search for date night. Okay, and I can find one that I like, or I can find a photo of us. I actually like this right here. I'll click on it and I can, make this smaller to make sure it's going to actually fit inside my little square here. Let's make it smaller, just to be on the safe side. And let's change this to, of course, red. And let's also change this to a sticker. Remember, if you don't have the create sticker feature, you can go to offset. I am going to use the create sticker feature. And I do want a thin border and I want the border to be white. I'm going to click apply. And I'm going to make a couple of those, or maybe like, let's just do this amount for now. And I could do like my niece's birthdays. I can do lunch dates. Let's do a search for images for, let's look for a lunch date. You could even, type the person's name and, say lunch date with this person, lunch date with Lisa, lunch date with whomever. And you could do that, or you could just do something like this. Look at the burger and fries. I think that's cute. And that will signify lunch date, right? So I can make sure that this is going to fit in the square. So I can just make it smaller. Look at how cute this is. OMG. Look at how cute. Oh my gosh. And then I could put the person's name. I do want to turn that into a sticker. And I do want to have a thin, I want a white border every time pretty much, and click apply. Uh-oh, undo. I'm not sure what happened right there. Okay, so here are my, let's flatten this first and then go here and go to create sticker. So now it's together. I want a thin white border. I'll click apply. Let's make sure it's going to fit nicely. That looks great. And let's make a couple of these. Let's do like 4. A couple is not 4, but I want 4 of those. And I think that's all for now. I mean, you could do like, birthday, if you have like your niece's birthday or your nephew's birthday. So there's something you could use for a niece's birthday. You could do something like, a little cake right there. I think this is a good reminder that it's someone's birthday. So I could click right there and it's universal. I can change it to black. I can change it to whatever color is just like a universal color. So it's not like pink. Like that. I think that looks great. Let's create this. Let's change this into a sticker. And hold on, let's change it to black. And let's now create a sticker. We do want to have a thin white border and click apply. Okay, why is it still pink? Create sticker, border, thin, white, apply, like that. That looks great. So it's going to fit just like that. And I can put the person's name or whatever. And if you wanted to do something that had more colors in it, of course, you could do a birthday hat or a cake or whatever, fits you. I even like this. I think I like this even better. So I could go with this. and I could go to flatten right here and then create sticker, die cut, border, thin, white, apply, and make it smaller so it will fit. Oh, I like that a lot better. Okay, so I can use either of these, and I think I want to make this a little bit smaller, just to be on the safe side. And for my cupcake sticker, I do want to duplicate that a few times also. Okay, so now these are just options. I think I have everything I need. I don't need this sticker anymore. That was just to show you an example. I don't need this. It was just my template. I also don't need this. So those are just extra squares. You can add in whatever you want, anything that you have, like doctor's appointments. If you were, if you have an ongoing doctor's appointment, so you could do like doctor's appointment. Okay, you can add in a sticker, you can change the color, you can either, flatten it and add an offset, or you can just use the create sticker feature if you have that at your disposal. Everything here is just the way I want it. I am going to click make. And yes, I want to save these, or I click no. I'm not going to save these. Okay, and let's see, what's on page 2? There's nothing on page 2. Okay, that's perfectly fine. All right, so all of my stickers will fit on one page. Okay, so let me click cancel because I definitely want to fill up this full page. And I know that I could do at least 10 and a half. So let's click cancel. I'm going to click continue. Going to click send to printer. I am using my Canon MX470 printer. So I'm going to click and find the printer, the MX470 series printer. I don't want to do the add bleed, but I do want to use system dialog. I'm going to click print. And for preferences, I'm using high resolution paper, print quality standard. I'm going to click OK and get this printed. Everything I'll do from here will be back on the camera. I have the stickers on the mat. Going to get the mat inserted. I am using the printable, let's see what the material setting, printable vinyl specialty setting with default pressure should be perfectly fine. I'm going to press the flashing C and get these cut out. Okay, I have my calendar open right here. Let me remove the stickers from the mat. And this is how they cut out. Let's get a good look at them. I did do die cuts, so they really cut all the way through, which is fine. I think I wanted them to stay on the mat. It's fine. I'll get them off. But let's start to put the stickers in place. So one of the first things I know I can go ahead and place is our anniversary, because that is one of my favorite days. Let's get this removed from the mat. So I'm just going to use my finger. to push down where it didn't cut all the way through, which is fine. The squares did fine. So the cupcakes are a little bit intricate. Okay, so there are my stickers. So let's start with our anniversary. So if you didn't get a chance to see this video, I'll make sure it is linked below. I downloaded the file from Canva and I added this document as a freebie with the calendar. So, and I just demonstrated how to create this all in Canva, how I put it all together. So right here, our anniversary is July 7th. So I can just remove the backing and I might have to use a weeding tool. Let's see. So our anniversary is actually on a Monday this year, which is different, but it's fine. Okay, so there's that. And then our book club. So our first meeting is actually January 12th. So I can go ahead and put our first sticker down. And I know that we meet every other month after that. So we don't have a meeting in February, but we will have a meeting in March. Just like that. So no meeting in February. We have our meetings every second Sunday of the month. So there are actually two things going on right here. So I have I have a birthday that day, and I also have my book club that day. So I have to be careful about that. Maybe I could have made that sticker smaller. Then I also have, so then there's nothing in April. Then I have May 11th. So I can go and get that added. Okay, now for Rockets games, I can go and add in our previous games. We just went to a game last night. The Rockets beat the Lakers. Pretty excited about that. Very excited about that. We also went to a game on the 1st. So we had a game here. And we had a game last night where the Rockets beat the Lakers. January 5th. And then we have other games coming up where I'll add those stickers. I have a niece who has a birthday, September 10th. So I can go to September. September 10th. And I can add her name there if I want to, like remember, you know, which of my nieces this is. So this is Minka. Okay, and then I can continue to add in lunch dates. So I know I have a lunch date coming up in January, this month actually. I have a lunch date January 16th that's coming up. Okay, and I can continue just adding in all the rest of these. Our date nights are normally on Fridays. We do try to keep a consistent date night. We try not to ever miss date night. So I can just do like this for January 10th. And I can, you know, continue to add them. We really do like to stick to Fridays, but it also depends on other things that are going on. Okay, so I can just continue to add in my stickers for every single month. Hopefully you have found this helpful. If you did, please remember to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and turn on the bell for notifications because I do upload new content every single week. Thank you so much for joining me today. And Thanks for watching. Bye.